As the rest of you, what would you all like to do?
I'm gonna loot this goblin.
Alright, you find that he has 4 silver pieces.
Yoink. I'll split them. I'll take them, and then I'll like put one in my pocket, and then I'll keep the other ones to split and give to the my other 3 friends.
Okay.
Let me just make sure that I put that in my pocket. Yeah, 1 silver. Okay. I'll make it 4 for now, and then when we get back into the caravan, I'll give the 3 to my friends.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then I'll turn to Thran and make sure that she's okay as well.
You know, as you were, Vidar, as you were looting the other goblins over there, you find only 1 silver piece between the 2 of them.
Car.
Broke asses.
Alright,
And then I'll start walking back. And I'm guessing I'll see the goblin tied up.
yes.
I just take my sword and thrust it through it and killing it.
Very quick.
Okay.
Well done.
Our friend weirdly approves of this.
Yeah,
Real quick, I just want to check, are you guys fine with him doing that? Anyone trying to stop him?
No.
No.
Just grab my loot and go
No,
inside.
you guys are fine? Okay.
Yeah.
As Vidar walks over, he sees the goblin tied up. Ephron and Thran can see him pulling out his sword as he shoves the sword through the goblin's chest, killing him immediately.
Yeah, Thran's gonna like nod her approval. She's like, yeah, I'd rather like not deal with.
She'd rather fuck.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
She
up.
would rather fuck. She would rather like know that the threat is not present than have it like come back and fuck around.
Yeah. And as we, Ephron's gonna like hop back into the front of the thing, and like when Vidar like joins her, she'll like, like she did earlier with Thran, she'll like reach over for a high five.
You know, make a strength check for me real quick.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is not gonna end well.
No,
Oh my
no,
god.
okay. Whatever you guys are thinking, the strength check is not for that.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
As the Kino's sword goes through the goblin, it does not cut the rope that it is tied up with.
Oh,
So
okay.
the rope
Oh.
is still perfectly fine.
That's crazy, dog.
Oh my god.
I thought it was about to break her hand.
Yeah,
I
I
know,
was like, how hard
ready?
is he gonna high five me?
Yeah, I was ready for like to be like, Thran's gonna intercept that shit so fucking bad.
You're journaling going through Vidar's, didn't recognize his strength and just. Ooh.
Bam! Oh
Okay.
my god.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do now that all the goblins, including the one that you guys had tied up, is now dead?
Could
Can
I-
Ephron look around and see if there's any herbs or plants that she can get?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check.
Okay, would it be perception or survival?
Survival, actually. You're right. Make survival.
While
Survival.
she's doing that,
God damn it.
I'm going to search the overturned caravan to see if anyone's still alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vidar. This is the caravan right here.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go with Vidar. And then could I do a? I guess could I just do? Fuck. I know that I'm shit at this, but could I do an investigation to see like I guess like gathering like is this like a was this like a merchant caravan or was it kind of like hours where they were sent on like some sort of mission or
Before Thran heads over, I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
shit.
Okay.
What does guidance do again? Is that just a general ability booster or is that like a skill booster?
You touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check using the chosen skill.
Nice. Can you slap that shit on my investigation?
Fuck, I give you that +2 intelligence.
While you are rolling the investigation check, Ephraim, you look around for herbs and other things, but you only find weeds.
Oh, God damn it.
What the fuck? And then I get a
Okay.
+2 investigation.
You get an additional 1d4.
Ooh. That's a 16. Oh, that just made it neutral. Nice.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is 16 for
So-
investigation.
As you're looking around and you see all the bags and scraps and arrows of the overturned caravan, you notice bags that were Gundren's. As you can tell that this was Gundren and Sildar's carriage. You see you see bags that have been rummaged through, you see a map holder crushed on the ground as if out of rage. As you don't see any sign of Gundren or Sildar.
Oh, okay, that's like exactly what I was gonna ask. I'm gonna put my hand on Vidar's shoulder, and I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna say, these belong to the men who recruited us back at the tavern. And I'm gonna kind of like point to different indications that these were their belongings. And I'm just gonna kind of like hold my ground and just like listen to what Vidar has to say.
Well, if it was them, then we don't have anything to worry about. This was probably a decoy caravan.
Roll perception.
Yippee-dippy-dippy.
11.
11.
You see that this, well, like Thran told you, you see that this was Gundren and Sildar's caravan, and off to the left, you also see what looks like drag marks. Like someone was dragged away from the carriage.
Ooh.
As well as drops of blood along the trail.
Can I check to see if it's
I'm
if I know if it's human blood or animal
Yes.
blood?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Survival? Perception?
Roll perception.
Medicine? Perception? Okay.
Yeah, I'll say perception.
26.
26. It is definitely human blood.
Okay. I'll look over to Thran and I'll say, human. I think we maybe should be a bit worried.
I'm looking at Ephraim, I'm gonna ask her, do you think it wise for us to follow the trail, or should we just carry on to Phandelver and see if maybe either of our two what's the I don't know the word I'm looking for, but either of our two
Compatriots.
yeah, or
Patrons.
commissioners, yeah, our two patrons.
Mhm.
Should we investigate this blood trail, or should we
Can I get
continue
a
on to
sense
Magdalene?
for like what kind of wound would produce that much blood that I see? Like if it's fatal or not?
Roll medicine.
9.
You cannot tell how bad the wound is, but you
Okay.
can tell that whatever was dragged is still alive.
Okay.
While,
I'll
while
turn to
they're
them.
looking at
Yeah.
that, I'm following the drag marks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Kino, and I'm going to do insight to kind of help him out.
Okay. Roll insight for me.
Uh,
Or, well,
Maybe perception. No?
yeah, it'd be perception.
oh, perception. Okay.
Yes.
Let me see.
As a 9, you don't learn anything new. You only know what
Okay.
everyone else already knows. As
Okay.
you are following the trail, you see it leads off deeper into the woods.
I'll call out to everybody and say, if
gonna
they're
do-
still alive, whoever the wound belongs to, but they're not they're not doing great.
I'm gonna do a survival check.
Okay. For what? What are you looking for?
So I'm seeing how the tracks, how fresh the tracks are, how far along they would be being dragged out that far.
You cannot tell how far along they are, but you can tell they are relatively fresh. So you can clearly tell it's been maybe a few hours.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Well, I turn to the party and be like, well, this is y'all's friend. Y'all want to go and find them or continue on the mission?
Oh,
I'm gonna
is he
kinda,
not
like-
his friend too?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like quirk my brow at that and be like, "Our friend. I thought he was your friend."
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah,
was
and
like
I'm
this was
kinda-
no, this is your guys' friend that gave me
So-
the mission. I was hired.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we were
You
hired,
guys-
weren't we?
You guys are all
No. We were asked to do this
you
as
guys
a
were all
favor.
asked and hired
Mhm.
because you accepted. Kino was sent here by higher up in his army that got the letter, and he sent Kino in response, or Vidar.
Got
I
it.
see. Okay.
So Vidar has no personal connection to Gundren, but he was sent here by his higher ups.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry.
I'll gooch.
I kind of want to, just because he did kind of seem like a very honest person. I would like to investigate, like, or see, like, maybe if we can help him. Just because, out of sheer goodwill, I feel like it'd be a good idea. But if anything, I go with majority rules, and I'll just get back in the caravan and kind of do my thing.
I think Thran is definitely curious, but ultimately she's gonna go with what Ephraim decides.
Ephraim, she's kind
And
of
then-
stuck because she's not sure what to do because she does care very greatly about the people that she likes. And she wouldn't have accepted this if she didn't like person who asked this favor of her, but she also like values her survival, and the survival of Thuran like pretty strongly.
Vidara points out that if we do go after them, at least 1 or 2 people are gonna have to stay back with the caravan, make sure nothing happens to it, while the other 2 actually goes in search.
Point.
I think so. Ephraim knows, or sorry, Thran knows Ephraim enough to be able to like kind of tell what she's, not like exactly tell what she's thinking, but at least tell that she's thinking hard about like what to do. So
Hesitant.
Thran's main priority, because Thran's pretty confident in her like in her own strength and her own skill, but she also doesn't like to tempt anything regarding Ephraim's safety. So I think Thran's just gonna speak up and be like, I'm gonna say, I think we should just head over to Phandelver. If we're lucky, Gundren will have gotten away and he'll be there. And if not, then maybe at least Sildar. We'll be able to find Sildar.
Okay.
And that's just kind of like her way of saying like that's just like she's saying that out loud, but in her head she's just like I don't want shit to fuck up with Ephraim.
And then Ephraim just literally nods. She listens to everything that Thorin says. So she'll hop like back onto the front of the caravan.
And
Vidar
I
gives you, like, raises his eyebrow at you guys and just like, alright, well, you guys take care of the caravan. I'll be back. And he starts walking off into the, following the trail toward the person that got dragged away.
Okay. Would you guys like to follow him, or what would you guys like to do?
Basically,
I'm gonna
Vidar just
go ahead
tested
and
you guys' character
follow.
right there.
Well, I didn't know he was gonna test, but I'm gonna tell Ephraim. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna look at Ephraim and be like, "You stay here and watch Sin, because she still looks pretty. She's healed. She looks healed up, but she still looks a little bit inebriated, and I'm gonna go with Vidar."
Hey, be careful. Don't
I
let
will.
him do anything weird to you.
I will, and I'm gonna go follow. I'm gonna nod to Vidar, and I'm gonna ask him, "Do you want me to go ahead, or would you like to take the front?"
I got the front.
All right, and I'm gonna follow. Not like so far behind, but like just enough that if something was to occur behind him, I would be able to get in quickly.
Okay.
And as I grab my loot and I kind of stumble back in, just a little bit woozy still, I cast another illusion. Can I do that? That way there's another front that is in front of Kino? Just to ensure their
Well,
safety?
Kino would probably get too far away for the illusion. The illusion
okay.
will probably run out after
By
a
then?
while.
Okay.
Because I know...
I think it only lasts 10 minutes.
It lasts...
Oh, sorry about that.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Ephraim is gonna cast Find Familiar,
Okay.
and she's gonna summon her cat,
Now.
Katsuki. Hold on, let me pull up a picture.
Oh.
Hold on. Actually, wait. I can just look at my cat. I'll send it in the group chat.
Okay.
And essentially, what is gonna happen is Efren is going to tell Suki to stay with Thran, and she's gonna have Suki hop up on her shoulder so that she can keep an eye on, like, both Thran, the situation, and keep an eye on um on Vidar.
Vidar?
Yeah, because she's not quite sure about him yet.
Okay.
Okay,
Vidar's
give me
not quite sure about
one.
you guys right now.
Well,
That's
it's a
fair,
mutual
that's
fucking
fair.
it's a mutual fucking thing then, bitch.
I'm not the one that just abandoned one of their friends.
I didn't abandon. I'm holding out hope that he's there, that he's back at
That he's dead.
Wait.
She splits
No!
up instead.
I sent a video. That's what the cat looks like.
Oh.
Oh, cute!
Let me see.
AD, I sent.
Oh, adorable.
I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Give me 1 second as
Yeah, I can get a picture. Hold
Yes,
on. Is the
I would
picture
like
better?
that. Because I will make it a token.
Okay.
What kind of cat is it?
She was a Blue Point Burmese.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Can my dancing lights be like a torch to tell where they're at in case they do get found in with trouble, or no? A dancing light?
It depends on how far the dancing lights will last.
Okay.
Give me a second while look.
Damn it.
It says 120 feet, but I'm not too sure if that's even. I don't know. That could just be like way, like barely. I don't know.
I mean, you can cast it. There's no detriment to casting it.
Will it like whenever I do cast it, will it kind of sit like act as a flare in the event that something happens, or will we be able to see like above them, or is it just more so like a light that kind of goes through the?
I think you can
Forest.
control it up to 120 feet, so you could keep it above them.
Okay.
Image has been sent.
Voice.
Or actually, I'll depend on. Will the familiar let you know if there's anything going on to where we can run?
Yeah, we have a telepathic connection.
Okay, awesome. Never mind then. I'm not gonna do the cast.
Okay. You're fine with me making this a token, right, Aether?
Mhm.
Okay. Figured I'd check.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is my fault for not asking, but I knew about the familiar, I forgot to ask about it. That's my fault.
I mentioned it, and I might have forgotten that I had one.
Okay. So you summon the familiar and have it follow Fran,
It's
right?
gonna hop up on Thran's shoulders.
Boom, kitty cat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Thran, Vidar, and Efren's familiar walk into the forest, following the trail, they see that there's still blood along the trail, but it hasn't gotten any worse. In fact, it's actually slowed down a little bit, as showing that the wound was not too serious, confirming what Efren said about whoever's blood it is still being alive. After walking about, say, 80 feet, you come across the trail branches off into 3 directions. What would you like to do from this point?
The trail branches from 3 directions.
There's 3 directions in front of you that you could go.
Could I do a survival check to see, like, if there's the... We're following the blood trail, right?
The
The drag and blood trail, yes, as well as goblin.
Yeah, so can
as
I
well as
do
footprints.
survival to see where the trail
Yeah.
heads?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go.
I will assist.
Okay.
Hello, yay.
16. So, there are 3 trails in front of you. Each of them has the looks of being used by goblins, as well as each one of them has been used. But the one that the dragging has been used went down is the left path. As you can tell, that's the one that's been has been starting to be used more recently. The other 2 has been used a lot, showing that they all head in generally the same direction, but for some reason or another, they've stopped using them.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to Vidar. The blood trail leads left. However, the center and the right trails look like they've been treaded often. If we're looking for either Gundren or Sildar, I think it best to head left. Or at least investigate it. Vidar?
I'm sorry, what? I spaced out. Sorry.
I was like, did my mic fuck up? Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell him. So the center and the right paths look like they've been treaded on often. However, the blood trail leads left. So,
Go left.
all right. So I'm gonna. Can I? Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna fucking. You can attempt. Oh, that's it. The fuck. Okay. Well, can I use Mask of the Wood to just like because that's like part of my wood elf background? Could I use it to just like keep myself obscure, like lightly obscured, so that if there are other goblins, I won't. I'm less likely to be caught, and I'm just gonna let Vidar know. I'm just gonna let him know. You can stick to the path if you'd like. I'm gonna keep to the bush, just for stealth reasons, and I'm gonna disappear. I mean, he's not gonna be obscured, but just so he knows, so that he doesn't think that I'm gonna fucking like deck him in the back of the.
You could. I'm kidding.
I could, but I won't.
Okay, so you're hidden. You guys move down that left path?
Yeah.
Okay, before you guys start walking, you hear a cute little sneeze from Ethren's familiar, as it contacts Ephron, letting Ephron know which direction you guys are heading and what is going on. And then you continue down the path for say like maybe another half hour, as you come across a stream leading into a open cave.
Ooh.
Stream leading to an open cave, huh? I'm gonna.
I guess I should have just said cave. Open cave is not really.
It's the mouth of a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let Vidar know. I do not think it wise for us to approach the cave, just you and I.
I've gone through worse by myself. This isn't nothing.
Efren hears all this through the cat, and she's not impressed.
um,
She
less
doesn't
about-
want Thran going in with someone who has a me against everyone else mentality.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm not.
If need be, you can stay outside and wait for me out here.
Well, it's not about whether I trust you. It's that I don't want to be too far from Ephraim.
Fair. If something were to happen to her, Ephraim would freak out, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if need be, you can go back to the caravan. I'll check out the cave and meet you guys back.
Do you think that to be? Do you think that to be particularly wise?
Well, our contact who hired us for this mission is probably hurt, and or the other person is probably and or hurt, and probably needs help. So I'm going to see. If I run into danger, I will quickly get out of the way.
And I get a pin mark on. Am I able to join him? Like, am I able to just like follow the track to?
It would take
at
you
least...
a while to get there.
Okay.
Yeah, we were walking for a
Was your-
while.
Okay.
If you
Do-
guys had started after them as soon as they went out of view, you would be able to show up relatively soon, but that's if you had.
Yeah.
Would I be able to like move the caravan off the road into somewhere like kind of unseen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I would have done that. Like when
Oh, real quick though, make a I want maybe deception to see how well you hit it.
Me?
Or
Oh, okay.
if you hit it, or if you had Sin hide it, whoever hit it. needs
So
to
I
make
think
a
Sid and I
deception.
would have hit it together.
Okay, so both of you make it.
Okay. Deception?
Yes.
Oh, I need to hit 1 too.
13.
Yes.
Okay. I got 10.
Okay. You both hide you hide the carriage okay. You could tell that if anyone went over to the side of the road and actively and looked into the forest, they would be able to tell something was there. But you are able to hide it. What do you want to do with the oxen? Are you hiding it with
Yeah.
the wagon? Are you tying them up somewhere? What would you like to do with them?
I would basically
We can cast a minor
take them.
illusion.
I would untie them from the caravan
Mm-hmm.
and take them like and hide them like and tie them like to a tree. Like
Okay.
kind of shaded.
As you start to walk away, you hear Jeff and Bob start making, start basically calling out to you as if saying to be careful.
Aww.
Oh, sweet babies.
I give them little pats on the head as I head off.
Okay. How long after Vidar and Thran disappeared from sight did you guys decide to start following
As
them?
soon as my cat alerted me that they were changing direction.
Okay.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
Vidar and Thran, you guys are talking about whether it's wise or not to go into the cave alone. For, let's say, for a good 10-15 minutes or so. And as you are arguing, you hear movement behind you, Thran. Which
I just hear the movement. I
Yes,
don't.
you hear movement.
Can I do? Because Efren and I have a good relationship. We've been traveling for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to do?
I'd make a little like bird call with my hands.
Okay, so upon the bird call, I think I'll chill, and I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna quite touch Vidar, but I'm just gonna hold my hand up so it hovers close to his arm, and I'm just gonna say it's sorry, I'm gonna say it's Efren and Sid.
Okay. As you do that, Vidar, do you want to say anything?
I'd be wondering why they left the caravan with all the stuff we're supposed to be transporting all alone.
Okay.
Jeff
As-
and Bob, they're not alone.
As you think that, Efren and Sin walk out of the trail of the forest from the trail that you came down. Efren's familiar jumping down from Thran's shoulder, running over to see Efren, very excited. And then Efren and Sin walk up next to Thran. Now everyone is together in front of the cave. What would you guys like to do next?
I'm gonna automatically say to Vidar, I'm like, don't even. We hid the caravan as best we could.
With
Should be
live
fine.
animals.
I sent Jeff and Bob off into, they're hidden by the trees. They won't be seen.
Okay.
And I just brought my loot just in case, because I do not trust my loot anywhere else.
Fair.
All right.
Well, since you're all here, I guess we can all go into the cave without anyone worrying about going in alone.
Yay!
Okay, so you guys start moving towards the cave?
Yeah.
Question, are you guys trying to be stealthy?
Thran is.
Yeah, so is Efren.
I'm going
Okay.
to investigate a little bit whenever we go inside. See anything?
You want to do a
away-
perception check right now to see if there's anything?
Well, an investigation to see if there's anything at the entrance of the cave, like maybe somebody's like housed there, or
Okay, sure. Roll it.
yeah. Investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone?
21.
Damn.
Okay, so you can see that there are the drag marks that Fran and Vidar have been following lead into the cave, and you can see that there are goblin footprints coming in and out of the cave pretty often, and it's used very well, so you can clearly tell that this is a goblin hideout.
So, can it also tell how big the cave is, or
No.
or is if it's just small? Okay.
Can I do survival or perception, whichever? I
Yeah,
mean,
me too, me
they
too.
both- they're gonna do the equal, but can I just do it for survival or perception to see if there's any goblins within the next like 30 feet at least?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do survival?
Fuck.
What are you looking for the same thing, or?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Hmm,
Like any tracks, anything.
well, if you're looking for tracks, do survival. If you want to see if
Yeah.
there are any goblins, which you might
I'm
need
looking
to
for
roll again, Thran. If you're looking for tracks, survival. If you're looking for goblins nearby, perception.
I'm looking for tracks.
Okay, sure.
Fuck.
You see that there are tracks leading into the cave. You can't tell how many goblins there are from the tracks, though.
Okay.
So if you guys... Did you guys want to check for goblins, or you just want to move towards the cave?
Dar's ready to go into the cave. he knows that there's probably gonna be goblins either way.
And I do the same. I just wanted to confirm what
He's
we're
more
going up
worried
against.
about getting the person that hired him out safely.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow after him, but I'm gonna take the rear so that our two casters are between me and Vidar. So if anything comes from the back, at least they're not taken off guard. And yeah, that's my
Oh, wait a minute.
excuse me, fuck, sorry.
Should we be stealthing as well?
I realized. Did you take any damage that during the goblin ambush, T?
I don't remember, I don't think so.
He didn't know.
Okay.
No.
Because I
was
realized
just-
I forgot to even add T's health and everything.
It was just me.
Why isn't this connected to T's sheet?
Sten, and Ether that took damage.
Okay.
Damage. The damage.
1 second. Let me just get this all set up.
You're good, take your time.
Yeah, no worries. All good.
Why isn't that? Add it manually. Fuck it. Doesn't want to work.
It's all good.
Okay, and then your AC is
My AC?
yes. There it is, 15.
You know what? Let me actually like double check what it is on roll on a beyond, because I was going off of 15 based on these ones, but I think her AC is actually, oh nope, it's 15. Yup, we're good. And her AC is 9, so we're good. We're good.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that little detour. What were
That's
you
all good.
guys? Where were we? I believe you asked if you guys should be stealthing. Do you guys want to stealth, or were you asking that to Vidar and Sin?
I guess I would be asking if we want to be like a little sneaky or not.
Okay.
You guys could be stealthy. Vidar like points to his chainmail and jingles it a bit.
Oh,
Kind of hard for me.
fair point.
Dang. Does any of my thief stuff go into play here, or like as far as like stealthing around?
I mean,
kind of-
you can, if you want to be stealthy, you can.
Okay.
Like, you all can be stealthy. Vidar would just have a disadvantage because of his armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can still stealth. It like would just be disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. I was just playing.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I know. I think I'm still gonna try.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Okay.
to.
I keep sneezing.
Does my Mask of the Wild still work in other natural phenomena? So that's a cave, right? That would be a
Yeah.
cave. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm still excuse me, obscured. Did you still want me to roll stealth though, or
No, it's fine.
okay?
Okay. So, as you guys approach the cave, You guys are being all pretty stealthy. You're all pretty sneaky. As you get closer to the cave, Ephron sneezes.
I'm not sneaky.
Ephron sneezes.
Achoo!
And
Okay.
with that sneeze, you guys can hear from the right noises as two goblins are over in this little thing here, which now come into view as you guys move closer, as they move out a little bit. And roll initiative.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh my
Are you
god.
serious?
How do I do initiative?
3 again? That's fucking. How is my initiative so dicks, man?
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
How deep is this river and how far?
How deep is the stream between you? It's not very deep. About ankle.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so Star 23. Ephron got 11. Got 3, okay. And then these minions. Alright, so Vidar, you are first.
First things first. No questions asked. Run over to it and attack. Okay, so I still have that inspiration, right? Since I haven't used it. So I just do I click
Isn't
it?
inspiration? Isn't it a condition that's over time?
I think it lasts an hour. I think it only lasts an hour.
Can I give him another?
Right?
It
Uh,
didn't say how long it lasts. It just said that you inspire.
Oh no! Oh yeah,
yourself.
here it
That's why I
is.
was confused.
Once within the next hour.
Okay.
So we'll say it just ran out. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to use it, then we'll have to use it again on her turn.
Okay, I was gonna, because I just found the button that says inspiration, and I was gonna see what it
Oh.
did. But I'm just gonna attack the goblin in front of me.
Which one?
The one in
That one? Okay.
right.
So you use your greatsword. Got a 10. It does not hit, but you do have graze. So you still. So as you swing your greatsword, once again, just like the goblin earlier, you miss, but you do manage.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me play this out. Because I'm gonna
Oh,
also
yeah, go
try
ahead.
to intimidate. I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Okay.
Like, as I miss and graze him on his arm or something, I look him dead in the eyes and be like, "You're going to die."
Damn.
Spartan, thank you for the sub. Okay.
Can I hear that, or was that like pretty quiet?
It was pretty quiet.
I.
That you pretty far.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so that does, I believe, 5 to said goblin. So he has 2 left. And then he, as you say that, he falls back on his butt, terrified, as he looks up at you.
And as he does that, I look at the other one, dead straight in his eyes, and say, "You're next."
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that'd be it.
Okay.
Like, ask him where the person is.
So the goblin that you did not attack looks from his friend and up at you, and then yells out in basically defiance at your intimidation. So okay, and then he attacks you with his dagger, which He got a 23.
Oh my
That'll
god.
definitely hit.
Oh shit.
But it's a dagger, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my...
Wait,
I think
There's
the
a
most I
D4.
can do is 4.
Wait, it does 4.
Me and my big mouth.
So you take 4 damage as his dagger, he thrusts his dagger at you, somehow managing to hit where the goblin who thrust their dagger at you earlier from hit you, as it goes in a little deeper through your chainmail than before, dealing 4 damage.
Vidar doesn't flinch because he's used to this kind of battle.
And now the other goblin, still terrified, rolls with disadvantage as he lunges at you in fear of your threats, I guess. Okay, so he got a 10.
Doesn't hit.
Alright, he lunges at you, swinging his dagger around wildly, his eyes closed, yelling as if trying to get you to leave him alone, but missing every single time. As he backs up a little bit while he's swinging. Ephraim, it is now your turn.
Ephraim will come up beside Vitar. And she'll cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
Give her. Yes.
That does hit. Roll for damage.
8.
8. So as your what are you using again? You have the
Quarterstaff.
staff equipped. Okay. As you use your ability transforming your staff, you look at the goblin that is still focused on Vidar and how Vidar still hasn't flinched. And you
I also say to him, like, you're gonna die.
And you, as you say that, he turns to look at you as you bring down the shillelagh on his head,
Smash his brains. in.
smashing
Yeah,
his
please.
brains in and
Let's go.
killing him instantly.
As she does that, I just look at the terrified goblin and smile.
As the other goblin is
this
now,
tiny creature just comes up
As
and
the-
bashes his brains in.
as the other goblin is now even more terrified, his head moving from his now defeated friend to the little druid that slammed,
Aw.
that smashed his head in, as she sneezes again.
Crazy.
Is there, would you like to do anything else?
No. But I still did say, like, like to him, like, you're gonna die. I just really, really want Vidar to hear that I said that I'm gonna die.
Cute.
Alright, Sin, it is now your turn.
Let's see. I go ahead and
I like how this turned into impressing older brother.
Oh, I don't give a shit about you. I just wanted to protect. I wanted to protect Graham.
let me see. I don't know what to do here. Where are the goblins at? One's in front of Kino, the other one just died.
One is in front of Kino, the other one is dead.
Okay.
How'd that happen?
Oh, I don't know. It's violence, you know. Poor,
Crazy.
Poor... I don't know. let's
Wait,
see.
I think my screen is not caught up with everybody because I can't see anything.
Oh, weird.
I have the party thing on the hideout. Hang on, maybe if I move it
Okay.
back and move it forward again. Yeah, it says everyone's on the hideout.
Oh, maybe it's just my screen. I
If you
don't
want to
know.
leave
I
and join
can't.
back in, we can wait real quick.
Okay.
Are the goblins up there, or? Because I don't see them either.
Oh no, that's if you guys are talking about not being able to see the goblins, that's because the wall of trees is blocking your guys' sight. So you'd have to
Oh,
move
okay.
up and a little bit
Yeah.
towards where they are to see the goblin.
Okay.
But if you're talking about not seeing the entire thing, everyone's supposed to be able to see it, so you might have to leave and join back in.
Okay.
I'm not gonna since she seems everything good.
Okay.
She just needs to move up to see the goblins.
So I go ahead and go up, like, right here? Is that kind of... Oh! Okay, so I run to cross, and I get next to Kino, and I go ahead and hit the goblin with the poison spray.
Okay. Roll for attack.
Is this the one that's intimidated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god. Okay, careful not to kill it, but I'm not too sure. I roll for the poison attack, right? Or
If you want to use poison spray, yes, that's what you roll.
okay.
You
Because we still need a oh, okay.
get an 8,
Missed.
you do not hit.
Dang.
So as you shoot the poison spray at it, the goblin, still terrified, falls back on its rear, and the spray misses and hits the trees.
And I yell at it.
Not the trees.
Oh, sorry. I ask it where the people are. I just kind of intimidate it. I use it as like a little intimidation tactic, and I ask it where they took the man.
Roll
from
intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yes.
Okay. Oh
That's
damn.
20, okay.
Oh,
So
God.
the goblin, still shaking, slowly lifts his finger, pointing towards the cave. Fire! As he meekly gets out.
Can I ask
showing-
him how many more there are gonna be? Sorry.
All he'll say is lots. He just meekly gets out lots as his terror overcomes him.
Okay.
And with that, it is T's turn. T, can you see everything?
It is loading up for me. I think I might have I might be Fog of War because
Yeah, I think that's what
see-
it was. Because now that I'm looking, I had to replace your token with the one that actually had the picture, and I forgot to give you control of it. So that might have been what was wrong.
okay, yeah, I still have Fog of War up because I see fog on my screen, but I can't I can't even see my token.
You still can't?
I can see my HP, but I can't.
You should have.
So I can move it. I just can't see the map.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go. I figure what was wrong. My fault.
That's okay. So I'm gonna go. I don't remember where I started. I think I started here.
I
Started
think
here.
yeah, you started one back right there.
Here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna plant myself here by Ephron. Sorry, I can't see this area here.
It's still blocked by trees.
Yeah, 'cause
technically.
Yeah, you're behind the trees.
Oh,
Yeah, I had
okay.
to move closer.
Because there are trees like right here that you're on top of.
Oh,
Yeah, he
really?
runs up
Okay.
in the trees.
Okay, no problem.
You would have to be right here.
Try moving like either like right here, maybe.
Would I be in the water? Is that a bad thing?
No,
It's
it's like
deep
ankle
water.
deep. It's not very deep at all.
Okay. Oh,
Here,
well,
hold
oh,
these.
that goblin
Spartan,
is
thank
still
you
quite
so much for the bits.
a bit far from me. So I think
Thank you so much.
I don't think I have any range.
I hope you guys are
abilities. Let me
enjoying
just
so
double
far.
check.
I'm still incredibly nervous.
No, I don't have
Get at
any.
it. Bit.
Than you, Miss. Ooh, no, I don't want that. I guess I'll just ready in action.
Okay.
Just for anything to happen. Yeah, I'll just ready in action.
Okay. And with, I believe that's all you want to do, right? Nothing else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I still have my Mask of the Woods enabled, like still slightly obscured by the foliage?
Yes,
and
because the
whatnot? Okay, cool.
goblin hasn't seen you directly, and he's
Yeah.
completely terrified out of his fucking mind.
Okay, cool. I'll kind of like lower myself, just to stay as obscured as I can be, and I'm also gonna ready my action.
Okay.
And
It
that's
is
my
now
turn.
your turn, Vidar.
I'm going to slowly walk up to him and bend down to him and be like, "Do you want to live?"
Okay, roll intimidation
As
again with
You want
advantage.
to live?
So I believe that's 21. Right, it rolls twice. We take the bigger one because it's the better because it's advantage. Okay. So, are you wanting to ask it anything, or are you just intimidating it to intimidate it?
So
Hello,
I'm
Hikaru.
basically about to turn it into my mule.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I lean down to it and ask it if it wants to live or if it wants to die. If it wants
The
to
boy
live,
who lived.
I can give it some treasure for its job, depending on how well it does.
It starts nodding its head really, really fast as it repeats over and over, "Live, live, live."
And I'm just
Aw.
looking at it like, looking at Kino like, what the hell? Like, what?
Yeah, this is like so fucked up.
What the fuck is going on?
I pull out like some gold coins. These gold coins can be yours. All you need to do is, the two people that you dragged into that cave?
Ooh.
It starts staring at the gold coins, completely mesmerized by them, as it then looks up at you, waiting for whatever you say next.
If you can get the two people that y'all dragged into that cave out here without us having to slaughter every single one of you, these gold coins can be yours. Unless you want to be like your friend here, and I point to the dead goblin that has his head smashed in.
And I'm glaring at this goblin. I have his like brain matter on my face still.
It-
I have like
Nice.
crazy eyes.
Nice.
The goblin starts shaking again as it looks from Vidar to its dead friend to Ephron.
Achoo!
As it looks up at you and shakes its head no slightly. Flarg too strong. I can't.
Oh.
Oh man.
Then you know what you have to do, don't you? You're gonna go and get the two people that are in there and safely bring them out to us, or we will slaughter every single one of you.
Uh, The goblin looks into the cave as if, and then the look on its face shows that he's slightly more terrified of whatever's in the cave than he is of you. As he looks up at you and says, "Please, I'll tell you where he is. Just spare me."
Well, where is he?
Which, what are you wanting to know? Where Clark is or where the captive is?
Where the people that were dragged into the cave were. Well, actually, I would just tell him to give me all the information that he has about this cave and everything inside.
Okay, roll persuasion for me real quick. Because he is intimidated, so he will give you information, but he is more intimidated of Clark than he is of you.
Would he get
But I
advantage
want-
as well?
Yes, you do get advantage. I just want to see how much he gives you.
I'm just gonna move my character between
16.
Efren, just
Yeah.
to
Okay,
just to
16.
pretend.
Let's see. He says. Oh, God damn it! Drop my dice again. Let's see. He looks up at you and says, "Cragmaw goblins, many, very strong. Leader, very strong, and scary."
And the
How many?
captives.
Stand back across bridge. In eating cave.
Eating cave? Like
He
a cave
looks-
especially for eating?
He looks at Ephron and says, "Cave where we take food."
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
Look at the goblin in pity, because if I know what happened, oh, okay. If I think what happened.
I lean behind,
But-
like the thumb against my neck. I'm like, you're gonna die.
Vidar looks at the goblin and is just like, "I'll give you some gold coins if you make a trail that we can follow after we go in to the captives."
I think I have parchment. One sec. Oh my god. Okay, I have.
Well, I dropped
Yeah.
something.
I do have parchment. And I have calligrapher's supply. Okay, well, I have parchment. So I can, if someone else has like a pen or something for it to at least write out a map.
I take my finger and I dip it in the brain matter.
Okay.
Oh my
And-
god.
Jesus.
Yeah, Fran is just audibly gonna go, oh my god. But she's gonna
I'm just looking
Efren
at
has
her
no
and
idea of like. Efren just has no idea that this is just not something that's like acceptable. She just
looking
like
at her in disgust, holding my
The
loot. Just,
the goblin
Oh, no, don't
watches Ephron, surprised.
I look at the goblin and it's like, "Don't look at her, look at me. I'm the one you're talking to."
That's fucking crazy.
I'm standing there with my finger covered in blood and yuck, and I'm waiting for him to tell us where to go.
Unless you want to end up like that goblin,
Crazy.
you're gonna continue talking to me.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna say. Just give me a second so I can find where I dropped my dice. I don't know where it went.
Excuse Excuse me, fuck.
Okay, I don't know where it went, but I have another, so that's fine. Okay. So the goblin looks up at you, and you're offering it coins to.
Pretty much make a trail leading to the captives that we can follow.
Like the safest way for us to go, I guess.
The goblin nods its head in understanding as it looks around for something to make the trail with.
One second.
And as it does, it grabs a few. You see it grab a few twigs and stand up, holding its hand out for the gold.
After it's done.
Just to like emphasize that I'm on Vidar's side, I'm gonna smack its hand. But can I do an unarmed strike style so that it's hard enough to freak him out?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, actually, yeah, I already said it. We're good. We'll fuck around and find out.
Just punches the ground.
As you do, you slap its hand down, causing 1 damage. As it looks at you, even more terrified, it's shaking its hand a little bit, clearly hurting, as it nods its head in understanding and starts heading towards the cave.
Okay. This is like less like I don't know if this impresses Vidar in any way.
Thank you
but this
so
is
much
just,
again,
this is not...
Spartan. Oh my god.
This isn't... Excuse me. Hold on one sec. Can you give me a glass of water?
Everyone hydrate.
It's less to impress Vidar as much as it's just to like let him know that we don't have to be friends, but we are at least like trustable allies.
Well, the goblin starts going in the cave. You see it start dropping twigs every once in a while, and it goes in. Did you want to wait for it to come back, or are you going to follow it in?
I was gonna give it like 5 minutes and then follow
Okay.
suit.
Just so can I grab it by like the back of it, like not the back of its neck, but like the back of its, like the back of its collar or whatever. Like you know how like a mama cat picks up its baby.
Yes.
Can I do that version but on clothes and then drag him
No
to
gifted
me?
for that. I'm not
And then
gonna do
like,
that.
can I do intimidation and be like, if you're, I'm gonna say, if the halfling gets hurt in this, I'm going to break your neck.
God damn.
It looks from you to the halfling with the goblin brain still on her finger, and then back up at you before nodding its head very fast.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go nicely. I'm gonna like shove it just enough that it knows that I'm like 100% fucking serious, but not enough to like cause it any more harm than it's already endured.
And
Okay.
I look over and I admire the fact that she is like protecting her party. Or sorry,
yeah.
her. So
Okay, so after that, you see the goblin start walking into the cave. Its legs shaking, dropping twigs behind it as it goes all the way to the eating cave where the captive is. As a few minutes pass and the goblin still has not returned back out.
Damn it.
I start heading him. Following the twigs.
I'll follow
I'm
too.
gonna beckon for Sin and Ephraim to go ahead of me so that I can still continue being the back of the line.
I'm gonna attempt to stealth again if I can.
Yeah, roll stealth check.
19.
Nice. Okay. So as Kino, roll stealth check for me as well, if you're trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, 1 second. Hold on, I need to take advantage of.
That's just so that you know
Yeah.
that it's still there.
Yeah, I'm not very stealthy.
6. Okay.
and
Like
uh,
I'm more doing this for the flavor of them knowing that I'm not a stealthy person.
We're
Okay,
well
so-
aware.
Sin, are you trying to
y'all
be stealthy
want
too?
me to?
If you're trying to be stealthy,
Yes.
roll a stealth check.
Just in case, because I kind of want to cast a sleeping spell if I get close enough to them.
Okay. So
Nice.
I see you've already moved up there, Kino. As you
Yeah,
go
I
around the
didn't mean
bend,
to.
you're fine. I was going to get to it anyway. As you go around the bend, you see a goblin in the cave. But strangely enough, he hasn't noticed you guys. You see him and 3 wolves that are chained to the wall. As you see the goblin kind of teasing the wolves, holding out food but not giving the food to the wolves.
Oh, what a dick. The fuck?
Oh. I whispered to Ethra, you should go push the goblin
Push the goblin?
into the wolves.
Okay. And I'll walk
I'm gonna date Ephraim back and be like, absolutely not.
So you
I'm
guys,
gonna give Vidar like a really like stern look, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm gonna stealth.
Oh, I
to
didn't
the
mean to do that. I'm
goblin.
so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
And I'm gonna stealth to the goblin to push it into the wolf.
okay, so while you're doing that, you notice the wolves have noticed you, but the goblin still has not. So would you like to? What would you like to do? You still want to push the goblin into the wolves? You want to do something else?
I have a
Wait,
language
wait.
proficiency. Sorry, go ahead.
I still have speak with animals. I can cast again as an
could.
action.
I think if you start
Just
casting
say-
it though, the goblin will notice then.
I'm
I
just
do
saying,
have-
push the goblin into the wolves. This is a
I
very
do-
easy choice here.
I
I do
know.
I speak Sylvan. Does Sylvan still
Oh.
apply to fucking you know what I'm saying? Wolves?
Wolves?
Can I do like?
I don't think so.
Can I
Does
do
it
like?
not? I thought Sylvan was just talking to animals, but
Actually,
as a
me
language.
doing a push wouldn't be great because that's a strength check.
I can do performance. No, we're stealthy. My bad. Persuasion to
No,
get Kino.
I think
to go and do
T.
it.
I'm not stealthy. What does me not being stealthy not do?
Hold on.
By the
You
way,
wolves,
guys,
I'll
let me-
swap places
the
with
reason
Ryan.
that
And
goblin
have her
hasn't
do it.
detected them
Wolves,
yet
do
is
they-
earlier during the fight he
Nina,
rolled a natural 1.
please. Sorry, my dog like leapt away.
What?
Ooh, they don't speak Sylvan. That's so sad.
Let me see.
Okay. You can absolutely say no to this because this is kind of fucking the rules a little bit. but can I use Mask of the Woods to stay hidden, but also roll a stealth to see if I can finesse my way and then push the goblin real quick?
The goblin isn't looking at us. He's distracted with teasing.
I know, but I don't
wolves.
want the wolves to react to me.
The wolves are chained to the wall.
Oh, they're
can make a-
chained?
Yes, they are chained to the wall.
Oh shit, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's-
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna go like right here and I'm gonna push the goblin into the wolves.
Oh, I was
Okay,
gonna
make
do
a
a
strength
full
check.
security.
Hold on.
Well, strength check with advantage.
Oh my god, what a king. That's fucking crazy.
Real cool.
You want strength or athletics?
Strength.
Strength. Oh my god. That is. Ooh. 10. It doesn't matter.
Okay. You push the goblin just enough to where one wolf can bite him, causing causing 3 damage to him before he pulls his arm away and turns to you guys. Roll initiative.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh shit.
God damn it. Every time we rolled initiative. Okay, hold on. Dear RNGesus, please bless this roll. Amen.
3.
Okay, that's still slightly better than last time, so whatever.
Second. Dark.
So it's their attention is turned to us then, right?
He is looking at you all
our
now,
covers-
yes.
God damn it.
Sin, roll initiative.
Yeah, but he's being clamped down by wolf,
yeah, let me
right?
do that.
So he can eat
You
my
got
dick.
bit by one wolf.
Um. Oh God.
You know, you go first again. Vidar
I
gets first
run up-
action.
I run up to the goblin and I can't remember. Is shove like a bonus action that you can do?
I think it's just an action. It should be on the character sheet. Action. Yeah, shove is an action.
It's a strength check, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if you want to shove, give a strength check.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay,
I'm
that
sure
hits. Go, give me a damage.
Oh my God.
7, okay. You swing down on the goblin. Swing down the goblin, or would you like to describe it, or would you like me to?
I just take my greatsword and just cut him in half.
Okay. You swing down the
Straight down
goblin,
the middle.
and
Mhm.
he is able to move slightly out of the way, so you sever his arm, but he is still alive.
Shit.
Thanks.
And the severed arm just like rolled toward the wolves.
Yes. As you see the wolves start eating it, clearly showing that the goblins have been starving the wolves, trying to turn them into their own little
Playthings.
demon wolf things. Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm trying to see what I can do as a bonus action, but I'm not used to like this type of D&D, so. Ooh.
That's it? Okay. Then it is your turn.
So the goblin is still alive?
Yes. Screaming
Okay.
in pain because of his severed arm, but he is still alive.
Oh. Okay. I go ahead and put it out of its misery. I attack it with a combat, an unarmed strike. Is that within range to get it, or do I need to be a little bit closer to it?
You need to be a little closer. You're 10 feet away. You need to be within 5.
Okay. So I can get like right here maybe. And hope that does damage. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Oh no.
Oh, you miss.
I missed.
You,
No.
as you step between the rock and the goblin, as you go back, as you wind back to take a swing, you hit the rock behind you, which gives the goblin enough time to dodge your attack.
I'll go ahead and give an inspire to T.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. It is now Ephron's turn.
I can't really reach it, can I?
I can move.
No, you already ended your turn, so you can't.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. What do you
I've
been creeping this whole time. I didn't know that was how it worked. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Alright.
It's okay.
Jesus.
I don't think I could edit because I don't want to hurt the wolves. I could firebolt this bitch. Would that hurt my friends or no?
It's
Did
not
she go
fireball.
diagonally down?
Yeah, I don't
That's true. It's
think
not
so, 'cause
fireball.
It's fireball, not fireball. Oh, whoopsie.
Okay. Wait, did I do that or was that you?
I think that was me. On accident.
That was you. Okay. That's okay. Donk. How about an 18?
Nice.
Oh.
Right.
Should I roll damage?
You don't need to. You don't need to. He's got 1 health.
Okay.
Oh.
As you shoot the
Gee.
fireball past,
It's the same thing because I'm too short. I like jump up and lob it.
as you lob the fireball past Vidar and Sin, not close enough to
Those are
hit
my
them
legs.
or singe them, but close enough that they can feel the heat.
Yeah.
You
and
hit
it's like
the
really
goblin.
intense.
You hit the goblin with it as he bursts into flame and die. The wolves.
Can someone kick his corpse into so that the wolves can get him?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh,
Yay.
no,
Do it after he
can.
stop being on fire.
Yeah. Put him out and then feed him to the wolves.
As you do
I think
that,
my character's got a deck. Okay, she's got this, so so she can kick it, I guess, into the things.
Feast.
okay. So, do you put the fire out first, or is it still on fire?
I put the fire.
I
I put the
have-
fire out.
You put the fire out.
Oh,
Okay. So you push the now cooked goblin corpse towards the wolves, who start eating it as
Yay.
they
And I say to them,
focus on
have
their
a
meal.
good meal, wolfies.
One of them
Nice.
looks up at you and barks as if in appreciation.
Yay.
Can uh can I tell if they seem like friendly to us now?
You can roll a would it be perception or insight.
Would it be animal handling?
Well, you're not actually handling them. You're looking at them, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess it'd be insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
so-
Roll insight. Uh, as you look at them, you can tell that you have nothing to fear from them. They will not harm any of you at all.
I'm gonna
Can I
unchain
pet them?
Yeah, while she's doing that, I'm gonna unchain them from the neck so that they're free, like bodily, and not just like free off the wall.
Can I pet them?
Yeah, go ahead. As you pet one
Yes.
of them, the other two run out of the cave once they finish their meal back into the forest. Now that they've been freed.
Yay!
As the one you were
I-
petting,
Yeah. I finished petting him.
he licks your hand, his tail wagging as he runs off to
Yeah.
go with his friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And continue onward.
Yep.
Following
Go.
the twigs.
Forward on to. Speaking of, You see these blue lines?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot to do them earlier, but those are the twigs, basically.
Okay. Now you can move, by the way, Sin, because we're not in combat.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just wanted to let you know. No, you're good, you're good, you're good.
I wanted to make sure, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, those blue lines. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna keep. Our previous formation line. Vidar at the front.
Real quick
two
before you go any
captors.
further, did you guys go
Yeah.
back into stealth? If you did,
I
roll
do,
stealth
yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep using my Mask of the Wild.
Do you want me to roll another or stuff?
Yes.
18.
Everyone roll stealth if you're going back into stealth.
Ooh. Oh, 13. Not bad. Not good, but not bad.
Do you want me to do stealth, or do you want me to just keep to Mask of the Wild Woods?
Were you asking me? Would you say?
Yeah.
You did roll stealth check, but I say with the Mask of Woods, it doesn't matter. You're fine.
Alright.
So, you, as you are walking up towards the bend, you can kind of hear goblins, and it sounds like they're getting ready. As your chainmail kind of clangs against each other, against your weapon and everything.
How
I'm
tall,
gonna.
how tall is the bridge, by the way? Like, up from
It's how tall are you again? I think 6'3".
6'3"
Say it's about 10 feet.
feet.
I'm gonna like go to Vidar.
Say what?
And like I'm gonna go to Vidar to get his attention.
Yes.
I think between
I fucked
you
up
and
I should have had him
think
roll a
you
perception
should
check
take
before
that,
telling him that he
and
heard the
I should
goblins.
take the
That's my
front.
fault.
because you are going to give us away. And I'm gonna say that as quietly as I can.
agree. I nod in
Yeah.
agreement.
I mean, I was gonna give us away anyway. It was mainly for you guys to be stealthy so you guys weren't seen. I take the brunt of the force, and you guys just take whatever else.
Behind
know.
us.
Thread is, Thread
I
is
am
gonna
the
like
front
shake.
line.
Yeah, Thread's gonna shake her head incredulously, but she's gonna go, okay, fine. You just go ahead.
It's like I am the front line for a reason.
Okay. Make a
Before I go
perception
further,
check.
Before I go further, like when we got about right here,
Yes.
like what was this?
That
area?
is kind of like a I believe it is It's like a crumbling wall. It would have been difficult to go up, but you guys could have gone up it. You probably would have made a lot of noise, especially you, going up it.
Okay. Well, time to go over here. And you said you want me to do a
Perception check, yes. 15, okay. You can clearly hear that there are goblins waiting for you, and they are ready to ambush you as you get close to the bend.
Before this even starts. I'm going to use one of my second ones.
Okay.
I am now full health.
Nice.
And then click one of the check marks.
Dude.
Use.
Oh, excuse me. Fuck. Excuse me.
And then since I know they're ready to attack, can I like charge in to attack?
Sure, roll initiative.
Okay. Bip, 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 bip. 16.
Are you all following him in on his charge? Or are you staying back?
I am, yeah.
Okay, roll initiative. If you're going in with him, roll initiative. If you're staying back, you don't have to yet, but
Okay,
you
I'm
will
going with
need
him.
to.
Finally, fuck. Fuck. Man.
Okay,
first
so the first one with initiative is he.
Fuck.
Ran, you go first.
Unless you want to switch with me and I charge in first.
What was your initiative? Yeah, I'll switch
16.
with you.
He's right after you,
I'll switch with you.
Okay, then I will charge in first, and then T can follow in behind me.
Okay.
And since this is the first goblin I see when I charge in, I will attack that one.
And then I think I think you can like click your initiative and edit it to 18 so that we switch.
Oh, I swapped you guys.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry, on my screen it still says Vidar's. That's why. Sorry.
15, that
15.
does hit. Roll damage.
8.
Okay, so would you like to describe it? Would you like
Yeah,
me
you
to?
killed it? That's fucking crazy.
I just
Nice.
charge in and like go to chop his head off.
Alright. As you charge in, swing your greatsword at him, you completely decapitate him, sending his head flying into the pool of water next to his body. as there are little spouts of water leaking out from the edges of the pool. And he is now dead as his body falls over. Would you like to do anything else?
I guess just assess the situation around me.
Okay, roll perception. Eight. You can tell there. You can kind of see the goblin to your right peeking out with his short bow in hand. That's all you can really tell.
Okay.
Are we out of combat?
No, we are still in combat.
Okay.
It is
Your turn.
Me.
Fran's
I'm
turn.
gonna. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. I'm gonna do my martial attack on it.
Okay. As a 10, that does not hit.
Fuck. I'm gonna do my bonus action unarmed strike on it. 12?
Well, that does hit. Roll damage.
Oh, it's just a flat 3.
Okay. Would you like to describe what you do, or would you like me to?
So I'm gonna like run up, and I guess like just in my rush, I'm gonna throw a kick, but it just hits slightly too high, so it like grazes over his head. But I'm gonna like as I do like a roundhouse kick and stabilize myself, I'm gonna just like chop him in the head.
Okay.
Yeah, not enough that it would like fuck him over, but just enough that he knows that I'm business.
Would you like to do anything else?
I cannot take any more. So unfortunately, I'm gonna.
Okay. It is now the goblin's turn as he looks up at you after shaking his head from taking the chop. He growls and grabs his and pulls out his
My mic
pulls
working
out
now?
his Oh, what happened?
My mic hasn't been working for like a hot minute.
Oh,
Oh no.
he pulls
I've
out
been
his
staged. I'm so sorry.
he
No,
pulls
you're
out his
good.
dagger and lunges at you with a natural 20.
Oh
Fuck.
shit.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
So,
That's just a 4 though, right?
yes. Well, it's 6. 1d4 plus 2. So it would at least be 6.
Hmm.
Fuck.
He lunges
That's-
at you, taking his
So,
dagger and jamming it into your thigh.
I did look up the way crits work on this.
Mhm.
So the way it works is you just roll 2 damage. You just roll your damage twice,
Mhm.
and if you crit, it always hits no matter what, no matter the armor class.
Okay. So I roll for damage 2 times and deal both of them?
Yes.
Here.
Damn.
Yeah.
So if you roll a 1d4 for damage, you would roll 2d4 for damage instead.
Okay, well, with that in mind, it does...
No, you're okay. You're okay.
It does 12.
Oh, I'm knocked out.
It
Oh,
jams
shit.
its dagger into your thigh, instantly knocking you out onto the ground and putting you into an unconscious like state where you are down.
Shit, what the fuck? All that from a dagger? What the fuck?
It's crazy.
And with that, he looks down at you laughing as he pulls out his bloody dagger and he ends his turn. It is now Sin's turn.
I cast.
Wait, how much does a dagger damage roll?
The damage roll for the dagger would have been 1d4 plus 2. So he rolled a 1, which is plus 2 is 3, and then a 6. Plus 2 is 8.
So I can either cure the wound or I can sleep it, right?
You would...
If I were to get close to it.
You would have to move closer, but you could use sleep. Or you could use, I believe, healing touch and pick he up.
Would I be able to attack though, or would that leave me vulnerable?
No, that would be your action.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna depend on Athura to get to T's aid. And right after I sleep it, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep it.
Okay.
And yeah, give T let me see. I don't know if my actions will do. Let me see.
Okay, so you use your sleep, and Goblin passes out immediately, hitting its head on the rocks and taking 3 damage.
Sweet.
Goddamn.
Nice. Good shit.
So it is now unconscious.
Awesome. As far as passive spells, what are the extra ones? Let me see. Forgot what the other spells I have are.
This
Or
goblin
did I
rolled
use
a
them all?
natural 20 and then a natural 1
where they're
back to
natural?
back. Oh
That
my
makes
god.
sense. Dang. Okay, so yeah, I go ahead and sleep him. I depend on Athura to go ahead and get to T's aid ASAP. I was going to offer a buff for Kino, and then I don't know if I have like an AOE that can kind of buff everybody. I don't know what I have here, but I had them in front of me, but I just don't know where they went. Just like all the passives that I could just check mark. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, that's it. That's what I do, and then I go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. It is now Ephron's turn.
Okay. Ephron's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. She sees Thran knocked unconscious and is pissed. So she's gonna immediately cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
and lean down and heal Thran for 14 HP.
Nice.
Oh, damn, that gets me all the way back.
Yeah, that picks you
Let's
up.
go. And Ephron is pissed. So as a bonus action, she's gonna cast Shillelagh so that she's ready for her next attack.
Okay. Nice. And
And it is a bonus action. I don't know. So I don't know if I should have casted that now or like after. I don't know.
For the duration, you can use your spellcasting ability and damage rolls. Yeah, so on your next turn, you would be
Okay.
according to rules as written. But
Okay.
it's up to you,
My bad, my
AD.
bad. I'll recast then when it's my turn again.
Wait, what is the duration? Is it
It's
a
1
time
minute.
frame? 1 minute? Oh,
Yeah.
so basically what you would do from this point onwards is the like you know how it says shillelagh and then there's itch? I think
Yeah.
from now for now until either end of combat or I doubt we're gonna take 6 rounds, but for now until end of combat you can just keep hitting damage because it uses your shillelagh spell instead of
Oh, nice. Okay.
a strength spell. Sorry, AD, I feel sorry about overruling you,
Oh no, you're fine.
but that's how I understand it to work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it would work.
So after that, it is now Ephron's turn, who is now up.
No, it's my turn.
Vidar's.
Remember being-
Didn't didn't you swap, or is that only for the first turn?
No, we swapped completely. We
Yeah.
swap initiatives.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I did have it right. Okay, so it is your turn, Dar.
So I'm going to, I guess, use athletics to jump over T to get to this
Pecunia, how
square
many?
right here.
How much HP does Ithera's familiar have? Okay. Make a
Athletics or acrobatics? Which one do you want me to use?
athletics. 22. Okay, you're good.
You just see me just like jump completely over T to get over to the goblin. And
That's
just like
funny.
bring my great sword down on this goblin.
He's gonna like T, what the fuck? Thrawn's
And
gonna like
you miss, but you
nod
do
like mad respect.
But I do graze it.
you do have
for
graze,
5.
which does the damage. Which, if you would like
Splat
to,
damage.
say
It's just
you can,
as
or I
I,
shall.
you just see a deer just like take a running jump over T and just have his like great sword just graze the goblin's neck. And
Okay.
it just cuts it open.
The goblin is killed before it ever wakes up.
That's
So-
crazy, bro.
Nice.
As that combat done, and T is back up. Yay!
Yay!
What would you guys like to do next? Would you like to continue following the twigs, or you want to explore the other room?
Can I do a perception? See if there's anything
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do
go
this.
ahead.
interesting.
I'm for the twigs. 'cause I
I
really
reached
want to rescue
down.
this
24,
guy.
I
17.
reached
What
down and
exactly are
grabbed-
you guys looking for?
I just want to see if there's like any. For me, I'm gonna look if there's anything. Give us any information. What's in this cave? Like, are there tools? Is there like I don't know if the goblins would be eating anything.
Yeah, I want to see if they
you-
left anything like on the
Oh.
ground.
Yeah.
There
I'm
is.
gonna reach down and grab the dagger that stabbed T, and then hand the dagger to her. Be
Okay.
Like, here's your battle scar
Here's your
reward.
blood back.
Yeah,
You-
I'll take it. I'm gonna take it and be like, respect.
Aside from the goblin corpses, there is nothing around you guys, but you can hear what sounds like a fire to your left in the opposite direction of the twigs. And then you can also hear what sound like speaking, but you can't make out what they're saying.
I'm also gonna re-stealth.
Okay,
Me
roll
too.
stealth.
19.
I'm gonna keep using my Mask of the Woods.
Okay. So, which way are you guys going?
Which way are the sticks going?
They're
Across the
going.
bridge.
If you're looking south,
They're going this way?
right. Yes.
Okay.
Sticks are the blue lines.
Right. Okay.
I plan on going along the stakes.
Me too. I'm gonna. Can I try and persuade?
Can I
Uh,
just like stealth along this wall and like this wall here and see if I see anything in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quietly sneak up and see what I can see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also, right
so-
quick, how deep are these? Or is this water?
Waist high.
Hmm.
My waist high?
Yes. How tall
Oh,
are
I
you again?
drown.
5'7".
5'7". It goes up to just above your stomach.
What about me? I'm 2'8".
You would drown completely.
You drown. Okay, I'm gonna pick up these 2 goblin bodies and dispose of them in the water.
Water.
Whoa.
Or I'm gonna like,
Leave
yeah.
no evidence.
Do they have rope on them? Do they have rope on their bodies?
No. Are you wanting to loot them before you dispose of them?
No, I was gonna tie rocks to them so they wouldn't float.
No, they do
Cinder
not have
block
rope
them,
on their body.
goddamn.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I guess I'll stuff rocks into their like clothes and then throw them into the water just so
You throw
just
them
in
in?
case something goes patrolling.
Hmm.
You want to throw them in?
Sorry. Yeah, like unceremoniously dump, like put rocks in their shirts and in their pants, and then like unceremoniously
Roll-
dump them
Roll
into
a
the
stealth
water.
for me. Roll another stealth.
Stealth?
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah,
you're fine.
not 20.
Let's go.
You throw them into the water as they make a splash, but nothing reacts, so it seems like nothing heard that splash. And they sink to the
Nice.
bottom just as you wanted. Okay, so Athura, you were going to check in the room next door.
Yeah.
As you round the corner, you see
Ooh. Ooh.
you see 3 creatures. None of them noticing you.
Good. Okay.
As you can tell, one of them is definitely the leader, as he is drinking from a barrel of wine.
What's it? Okay.
Or
Do I know what like
ale.
what are they? Like I know one's a goblin.
If you want to know what they are, I believe... That wouldn't be perception. Would be investigation?
Sure. 15.
15, you can tell one is a wolf, but it is kind of just like the ones before, but it's kind of more sinister. As you
Oh,
can clearly
okay.
tell that this wolf has been here a long, long time and has been corrupted by the goblins and their leader, who you can see
Okay.
is drinking the ale, having a good time, as he does not know that you guys have infiltrated yet.
Right.
As you can
Yeah.
see that is a bugbear.
This is like straight, like legit not metagaming, but I'm gonna Thran is going to like just stay close to Ephraim because she doesn't like Ephraim being like that
I'm
close
gonna-
to danger.
I'm just gonna make
And
sure
you-
that Thran stays like far enough away that she doesn't get noticed.
Yeah, if you want to get closer than that, I will need you to roll another stealth, but right there you're fine.
Oh, okay. And like, even though the fog of war does open up for me, I'm just gonna stay from my. My character probably wouldn't see that, but
Okay.
she's just gonna stay close enough that if anything were to happen, she could run in and pull Ephraim away.
Okay. Ephraim, now that you have seen what these creatures are, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna back up
Okay.
very, very carefully. And I'm gonna relay this to my party. Guys, there's a fucking bugbear.
There's a bug?
No, a bugbear. Big angry guy and big angry dog. The dog is so upset.
And I kind of just look at Kino and I'm like, maybe we should go kill it.
Or
No.
maybe we should free the captives first.
If we free the captives first, we'll have to bring them all the way back to get them out. And we'll have to go past... I guess we don't have to go past that room. But they might be alerted to us once we get the captives, and it'll be hard to
if they-
fight them with extra people.
If
Maybe
they
we
weren't
can use-
alerted by us fighting the two goblins out here, then I doubt they'd be alerted later.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
I
let's go.
agree with Kino. All right. I want to check to
That-
see if he's still alive.
That, and
Or
if
if
we
we
get
can
the
make it in
captives
time.
free, they could help us fight. So,
Yeah.
If they're able.
I mean, one of them was a knight.
Yeah,
And I think you guys,
they're also injured.
I mean, above table, you guys should have at least one more spell slot.
I don't have any left, I think.
Oh shit, okay.
Because
Never
I
mind.
used Cure Wounds.
Oh shit, right. Oh yeah, you used it twice, right, okay.
Yeah, I did.
I'm moving across the bridge.
I'm gonna follow.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna
And
keep
I'm
our
still
usual
stealthed.
formation.
Did I check to see if I have spells or?
Okay, Kino,
not
roll
really
a perception
You're
check.
usually said
Ooh, is
usually
that
keep
natural
track of how
20?
many
Oh,
spells.
shit.
Natural 20!
Okay. Kino, you can
Sorry, what were
clearly
you saying,
hear. Oh, go
I'll
ahead.
take it too.
Sorry, I just wanted to see what she was gonna. What was that? One more
So
time?
you have a certain number of spell slots that you can use.
Mhm.
So it's usually up to the player to keep track of how many they have used and how many they have left.
Oh.
So certain spells will use a spell slot. Yes, cantrips don't count. So if you go at the top, you can see like combat spells, inventory, features, and traits.
Yes.
Look at your spells, you'll see which one of them are cantrips, which you can use as many times as you want. But then below that, it'll have like first, and it'll have two like diamonds, and
Okay.
those are like your slots. So I have two, and I've used both of them because I've used Cure Wounds twice.
Okay.
So whichever spells you have used under that, you have to keep track of, and then click once you've used one, you click that diamond, and it'll go hollow, and that's how you keep track of them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so since
It's
I
getting
used
late
sleep
for
on
me.
it, okay.
Mhm.
No, I got you. Sorry about that. Sorry, AD.
You're fine. So, Kino, you can clearly hear what sounds like talking, in the next room. You can clearly make out 4 distinct voices. One of them is the terrified goblin that you sent into the cave. As you can hear him telling someone about you guys.
I'm gonna fuck him up. Thran says that out loud. quietly, but she quietly,
Average
but she's
nods.
like, yeah, quietly, but she's like, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Only problem is, you guys don't hear this.
Oh yeah, never mind. LOL. Sorry.
But I hear the goblin from earlier talking to someone about us. Can I hear exactly what the goblin's saying?
Yeah. You can hear him telling the goblin about you guys and how you are here for the prisoner, which you can hear someone that's in a more of commanding tone than the one that you could hear talking from outside reply to him, saying that if there are intruders, that's perfect.
What?
Hmm.
I slowly get closer.
As you come around the corner, you can see what looks like Sildar, the knight from behind Gundren that was in the tower, with a goblin behind him, his knife to Sildar's throat, as he looks at you and says, "Come no farther!"
Fuck! Did we hear
Um,
that? Did we hear that? The come no farther?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay, now Thran is gonna be like, fuck, but like quietly, because I don't think they heard quite yet.
Yeah.
You guys in the back can move up towards Vidar. Just Vidar, you can't go anywhere past him.
I
Just
hide
so you
behind
guys
it.
can see. Yes, you can hide behind him, yep.
Yay, thank you, Lord. Need shield.
What would you like to do? As the goblin looks at you, his knife still pressed against Sildar's throat.
I'm gonna wait for him to get distracted for like a split second, and then throw a javelin at him.
Nice.
Okay. Roll for me. Certainly do that.
Roll
Well,
for
I'm gonna
me,
wait
babe.
until he's not paying attention, so he doesn't actually slit the
Can I
guy's
do a
throat.
charm? Or is that not
Sin,
gonna work? Or is that gonna?
you-
Do I sneeze?
You can sneeze. Sin, I don't believe you don't have any spell slots left.
Oh damn! Shit.
Okay. So,
So once he gets distracted, then I will throw my javelin.
God damn.
So-
Um, it, fuck. Never mind. Fuck. Never mind.
the goblin looks at you and says, we make a deal. A deal for this prisoner. As
What kind of deal? I say out loud, but it looks like it's coming from.
As you can tell that the goblin from outside told him about the deal that you guys made with him with the sticks. So he thinks that you guys would be willing to make another deal for the captive's life. And then you
I take out the a gold coin. You mean like this? And I twirl it between my fingers, like these. That's gold.
the
Is this
goblin
the deal you were talking about?
The goblin looks at you, looking at the gold coin for a second before answering Ephron's question. You kill Clarg, and we give you captive.
Who the fuck is Clark?
Clarg has been boss too long.
Oh.
It is... Second. I had a name for this goblin. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Flarg.
No, not Clark. It is Yimmick's time. Yimmick will be the one who leads the Cragmaw.
And I just look at T like, what the fuck?
I turn and
yeah.
I whisper and I tell my party, I'm like, I think he's talking about that bugbear in the other room.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
he had that aura of a leader. He was drinking lots of wine.
And as he says it's Yimmick's time to lead, you hear the goblin that you guys bribed at the beginning and two other goblins cheering for him.
So you want us to kill your boss, and you'll set those prisoners free.
Yes. Kill
I love
Clarg,
he's lying.
and the prisoner is yours.
Can I do an insight check on Yimmick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
go ahead.
To see.
Me
so
too.
What I want is to see how loyal he is to his followers.
To his followers or to Clarg?
His followers, because he's clearly not
Okay.
loyal to Clark. I want to see.
And I want to see if he really isn't gonna hurt the prisoners if we go do this for him.
Okay.
I only got an 8.
Both
I
get
also got
8.
an
You guys can't see anything past what
Damn
what
it.
the deal he has offered is.
Would it
Well,
would this is you don't have to say yes to this obviously. This is just wondering out loud. I do have a passive insight of 50.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
Well-
gonna risk it. I'm gonna point to the one who led us here, and I'm gonna counter offer. We'll kill Clark, but I get to snap his neck.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yeah.
He betrayed us. Okay, above table. He betrayed us, and Fran does not like that shit. She is not impressed.
Neither is Ephraim, to be fair.
And she also and like if the okay, go ahead. Yeah, what's the answer? What's Yimik's
Okay.
answer?
So you see
well, I
Yemek
guess
look
my
back.
negotiation went out the window.
What was that, Kino?
Said my negotiation just went out the window.
So Yemek looks back at the goblin that Thran is pointing at, as you can tell he's thinking, and then he looks back at you guys. The gold coin's still in Vidar's hand. He says, "Kill Klarg and give us the gold, and he's yours."
Fine.
The other goblin's like, oh, huh?
Yeah, this other goblin. So
As you can see, the other
honestly-
goblin that you sent in, clearly terrified, looking on in shock.
Yeah, my part of my goal is to see if also like I can kind of fuck shit up with the goblin's inner loyalty, because just passively knowing about goblins, I know that they're all about their own survival. So I'm like, if he is willing to sacrifice one of them, I wonder if I could stir up all of them to be like, oh fuck, is this a good leader?
Roll. I do want you to roll something for me then. Roll.
It's not really deception, persuasion, or I could do a general charisma.
Yeah, give me a charisma check.
Fuck. It's not very good. Linda, you're okay. It's just daddy.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do now? Would you like to take up up the deal, or do you want to risk it?
I'm doing whatever
as
Thran
I
is
was-
doing.
As I was going to say before Fern interrupted what I was saying,
Sorry.
I was going to say, yeah, we'll kill your leader, but if I come back and any of those hostages are hurt or dead, just ask the little goblin buddy that we told to lead us here what happened to his friend. Because I'm not
Nice.
above not doing that to each and every one of you.
Roll intimidation for me.
Ooh.
Bing, 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 bing.
Would Kino be able to get an advantage? Oh,
Damn.
15. Okay.
I was gonna ask, would Kino have like advantage on his intimidation because all 4 of us are super fucking pissed?
If I would get advantage, it would be from like the other goblins' terrifiedness of me from earlier being anything. It wouldn't be from like necessarily you guys.
Okay. So,
but
as you say that, you
the-
see Yimik looking at his 2 followers as the goblin in the back, the one that you bribed in the first place, immediately takes off trying to run away as the other 2 goblins, the other 2 followers of Yimik, grab him and hold him in place. As he is frantically trying to escape, clearly terrified of Vidar.
And at this point, can I know I have sleight of hand. Can I throw some? I don't have a throwing knife. I guess I can't really do that. Darn.
In your inventory, if you have it equipped already, you can throw something that has the thrown action, or that has like the
You
thrown
do
decal.
have daggers that you could throw
Okay.
if you want to.
Can I try while he's intimidated
Can we
throwing
not
one? Or no,
do
you
this
don't want
right
to?
now?
Okay, all right. I'm kind of like side-eyeing Kino. Like, I have a dagger. Do you want me to use it? Like, I've done this before. I've done it millions of times. I do have really good proficiency in it. Do you just want me to do it?
Do we not
So-
see the person with a knife to his throat right now?
I promise I
that
won't
we're
miss.
trying to save. Because I would have already done the same thing if it wasn't for the guy with the knife at his throat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Athur, I don't know if you're muted or your mic's not working again, but I haven't heard you
Huh?
in a while. I don't know if you haven't been talking or if your mic wasn't working
Oh.
again. Just checking.
It's getting late for me. I'm just tired.
Okay.
Mm.
We are getting close to the end, so.
Okay.
All right. So you guys would like to go fight? You guys are taking the deal?
Sure.
So yeah, I just like kind of like roll my eyes and I'm like, all right, whatever, coward.
All right.
Just as long, Thran is all for fighting Clark, just as long as she has the guarantee that she can break that guy's neck.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. He gave you the guarantee,
All right.
and you can tell by the followers holding him back that he will stay there. He will
Fine.
not be allowed to leave while you're gone.
I'm good. Thran's good.
We're gonna go kill the guy.
Do y'all guys want me to stay back and like keep an eye on this guy or?
No, we should be good.
Okay.
No, just cause you're, I mean, above. Well, what's the flavored? I guess just because you're out of mana, I don't know, doesn't mean you're useless.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Thran has the lead right now, just because this looks too narrow to change formation.
Yep.
So I'll go back
If
where we
anything,
came.
Ether can leave her cat, like, hidden around here to watch the goblins.
Now.
Huh?
Huh?
I said you could leave your cat here to watch over the goblins while
Yes.
we go kill the,
Gonna keep a very watchful eye. She's as pissed as I am.
Okay. So you all start making your way back through the cave towards the room where Ethrin saw the bugbear, as well as the others.
So I'm gonna kind of hold my arm back so that nobody, or like hold my arm out just so that we know to stop.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask everybody to get into a position where they can the general layout of the room, and I'm just gonna ask, what's our plan? Because if we all run in doing whatever, someone might get hurt. And when she says someone, she more means Ephraim, but she respects Vidar, and she's beginning to care about.
Okay.
I can do a phantom sound that can probably lure one of them out, and then we can ambush it.
well, how many were in there? Was it just the bugbear and the wolf?
I think there was like 2 or 3. That's what, right? They were all. One of them was drinking wine. I think there was maybe one more, or no?
Ether?
I remember the corrupt wolf and the bugbear.
Okay.
How many were in there, Ether?
Hey.
3.
There's a goblin, a really mean wolf, and the bugbear.
Sweet. So, which one would be the most threatening then?
Definitely the bugbear.
Probably the bugbear, but just knowing. seeing how
I have an idea.
just seeing how Yimmick thinks his minions are disposable, I'm gonna assume the bugbear thinks the goblin in there is disposable. So, if you do
I
the
have a-
phantom one, I think the goblin is gonna be the one sent out here.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
have an idea. So,
Mm-hmm.
since they're turning on each other, I will walk in, talk to the bugbear, while you guys stealth and try to get into a good position,
Ow.
and I will more or less try to pretty much
Distract
get the
them?
goblin and everyone distracted. And once you guys are in position, depending on how the talk goes, we can all you guys can ambush them, and I can take them head on.
I'm just gonna.
If anything, I might be able to convince the goblin to stab him in
You
the
want
back.
me to do a performance? I can roll for performance here.
Yeah, I was gonna
And-
say Thran is gonna to Vidar and Sin, and even though she doesn't like know your class within her capacity, she's just gonna be like, Vidar, I respect you, but I think between you and Sin, I think she's a bit more likely to be liked.
Oh, well, this isn't really about being liked. It's just mainly a distraction because I can't stealth root that shit.
I don't mind being looked at as food for a second while y'all guys go ahead and just kill them. I feel like it would be like from Lion King with Timon and Pumbaa, you know?
the fucking the fucking
If you want a hunk of fat juicy meat,
um
eat the bard here because she is a treat.
That's crazy.
It's more of I can take the brunt of everything if shit goes haywire.
Well, I
too
have sleight
soon.
of hand, so maybe
That's
I
not
can.
gonna. That's not gonna help you when you get a club to the face.
yeah, that is a good point.
That hurts. Ouch. my
Ouch,
my
my
loot.
feelings.
Ow.
Okay, I'm gonna like shrug and then just be like, all right, you've got a point, and then I'm going to, because I still have Mask of the Woods, so I'm gonna situate myself here so that they. Hold on, sorry, can they see me from here?
No, but if you want to move closer, you will have to roll stealth for me.
Okay, I'm gonna situate myself here so that I'm ready to spring into action if Vidar, should things turn sour, or if Vidar gives me like a signal to rush in. But other than that, I'm gonna wait.
I'm kind of wanting to try the booming voice, like y'all guys position, and then like me do a booming voice and them come out. I want to just try and ambush them since there's 3 of us. I can't really do much. I have no spells. All I can do is poison spray them.
I mean,
That's still
not bad.
decent.
It's decent enough. Just
Yeah,
poison
it's still
spray them?
something.
Okay.
It's still something.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys just stay stealth out here, and I will pat the back of my leg for you guys to come in to attack. Or if you see them try to attack, you know.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I'll be right behind. Well, actually, if I cross over, will they see me?
You have to do stealth.
I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth for me if you want to cross
Okay.
over.
What are
But
these?
I'm going to
19. Okay, you can cross over the opening without being detected. They do
I'm
not
going
see you.
to slowly walk in.
Okay.
What was this guy's name? It was
Clark.
Clark.
Clark or Clark.
Before Vidar goes any more forward, Thran's just gonna be like, "Hey, you can rely on us, okay?"
I plan on it.
building
Yeah.
morale.
She's gonna nod. And
I would slowly walk in and say,
As you
Clark.
walk in, the mangy wolf turns it towards your direction and growls loudly as the goblin grabs his short bow, readying to fire at you. Clark,
Hold your
who's been drinking
fire.
and is a bit drunk, turns to you and says, "Hey! Some of the food escaped! Who's over there in the fucking... Who's guarding the captives?"
You're traitors, that's who.
What?
Who do you think? Yeah. Varg. What was the goblin's name? Varg? No, this is Clark. The other
This is
one
Clark.
was. The other
The
one
goblin was
what?
Yemek.
Yemek. Yeah, Yemek kind of just decided to betray you and wants us to kill you to put him at the top because they're tired of your leadership.
Hmm.
Clark looks at you for a second, confused, before he bursts out laughing. Those cowardly goblins would never turn on Clark.
I mean, you just said it yourself. They're cowardly.
Ooh.
If they ever did, I would kill them myself. Clark says.
Well,
As the
they
goblin next
they
to
just
him
did.
looks up at him for a second. Roll a persuasion.
Can I cast guidance on him so he can get an extra D1d4?
You,
The
I don't know.
cantrip.
What am I persuading?
you're persuading Clark to tell him, persuading him about the goblin's mutiny, basically.
And I step in, maybe? Because is that a low roll? Like, is that gonna work or no?
I mean, it can. It depends on how I play it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I cast guidance and
Like-
give you an extra 1d4?
Like the whole reason I'm
You could
here,
if you
Clark,
wanted.
Like the whole reason I'm here, Clark, is because they wanted me to kill you. Like I could have easily swept in, grabbed the captives, killed them, and came over here without even you guys knowing. Because I've already slipped past here to talk to to them, and they sent me over here to kill you because they had one of the captives by the throat and they want to get rid of you. I have no reason to lie here.
quick question. These stairs here, are they going up, leading up?
Up, yes.
Can I crouch like real low and approach just at the bottom here? Or like just like at the steps here, but like crouch low, have my body pressed to the wall, and just so I can be like at least.
Roll a stealth with advantage.
Oh my god, that's so awesome of you, King. Ooh, 19.
Okay, yeah, you can move up closer on the stairs. Staying
Sweet,
low.
I'm just gonna go right here.
Clark looks at you, Vidar, taking another drink of his ale. And then he reaches down, grabbing the goblin and pushing him towards you, and as he does so, he laughs. These goblins are too weak and scared to do that. Get this food back in the eating room. Roll initiative.
Before that, I was like, I told Clark, I was like, they're scared. Yeah, why do you think they're trying to get me to kill you? But instead, I came here to talk to you and tell you otherwise. I figured we could have come to a deal.
Clark looks at you. Clark doesn't need to deal with food.
Very well then. You sound
So
your own
roll
death warrant.
initiative.
I look at the goblin as he says that, and I was just like, which side are you gonna be on, Mr. Goblin? The side of your fellow goblins, or the man that's about to die? And I look at Clark, and I roll my next 7.
Give me. I don't know if I want intimidation or persuasion. Give me a persuade or intimidation.
Intimidation. 11.
Hmm.
The goblin. You could tell the goblin is hesitating, clearly scared of you, but also terrified of the bugbear Clark behind him.
I guess to intimidate him even more, I was like, I mean, just think about it, Mr. Goblin. All your other friends that weren't at the captive area are pretty much dead because they got in the way. What do you think I'd do to you if you got in the way? So I suggest you pick the winning side.
Okay. Can I get initiative for? Are you guys going to rush in now that the fight has started, or are you going to wait for a little bit longer?
They would see me pat the back of my leg, so they would know to rush in.
Okay.
You want us to rush in, just to be clear?
Well, them,
Okay.
they can sit back and fire and do whatever they need to.
I'm
Why
gonna
is
do
my-
a poison
this
spell
asshole
after
again?
she
Okay.
goes in.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and Sen and Athura, would you guys roll initiative?
Yeah.
Vidar, you go first. Goblin is.
Debating his life choices right now.
He's right here as Clark pushed him towards you. He's about 5 feet away.
How's he looking?
He's hesitating. He's still got his bow up ready to fire, but he is hesitating.
Mm.
Since he's hesitating, I walk right here and swing at the wolf, dog, whatever.
Okay. By the way, before you roll for your attack, this thing right here is a active fire, for your guys' knowledge. So there is a
Okay.
fire right here. Okay. So you're swinging on the wolf.
Yes.
Roll for me, please. That hits.
That's a 20.
14.
14 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Would you like to narrate your attack of the wolf?
As I bring my great sword down on the wolf, I look to the goblin. Look at the demonstration of what I can do and what I'm about to do to Krug because he didn't want to take the deal. And just slice the wolf's head clean off.
Holy fuck.
Nice.
Roll another intimidation for me real quick. With advantage. Because he's terrified. Ten.
And
You You scare the goblin as he takes a step back. He steps into the fire, taking 2 damage. As he howls in pain from the flame on his foot. Okay. Anything else? You want to move or do anything?
I already moved because I got into the wolf.
Okay. Sin, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and does the poison spray hit anybody aside from who I tell it to hit, or
I don't believe so. I think it'll just hit whoever you're targeting.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and target them, and then I'm going to give T let me see. How many bonus actions can I use?
1.
Just
You
one?
get
Okay, so I
1
used both of them
action, 1
already?
movement, 1 bonus action per turn.
If you're gonna
Oh,
try to
per
give me bardic inspiration, also just make sure you have enough, because I think at your level you should only have 2.
She does
Okay.
have 2. She used
Right.
1 earlier.
I
Did
thought
I
you
use
used 2
another?
already. Didn't you use 2 already? Because you did one on
I
Timo a
Don't
while ago,
remem-
and then you did one on me.
Did she do 1 on you?
Yeah, but I
think
haven't used
so.
it yet.
Okay, if she used 1 on
Okay,
you,
so
you
she
still have the
has
dice.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, well then I'm good to go. I just wanted to stun them or poison
Okay,
them.
who are you targeting?
I'm gonna target the more threatening one.
You'll need
who-
to take a step over so he's in your line of sight.
Okay, so right here would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
Now roll to see if it hits.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
As you do your spray, Clarg hiccups from being slightly drunk, similar to what you were like earlier. Stumbling around a bit, the acid spray misses and hits the wall behind him.
Hmm.
And I believe it is now Clarg's turn. Clarg, in his drunken rage, is going to stay at the intruders and for the murder of his dog. Is going to take a step forward and swing his hammer at Vidar with a 10.
How drunk is he?
Tipsy.
Okay. So was it 10?
10, yes.
Miss.
His attack, he swings, missing you just barely as you dodge out of the way, hitting the ground in front of you, leaving a small crater. And he growls, looking at you. Stupid food! Don't dodge!
I didn't dodge. Yeah.
And
Just
then
missed.
it is now Ephron's turn.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Me?
Your
My turn?
Yeah, it's your
Huh?
turn.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
EP2.
Just a little bit longer. We're almost done.
I see the big fucker. I throw ball at the big fucker.
Okay.
Need to
22,
hit.
that hits.
Damn.
9 damage.
Yeah, okay. 9 damage, alright. You lob the fireball over Thran, directly at the bugbear Clarg, who howls out in pain as his fur catches fire. And he starts kind of dancing around trying to put the fires out, the smolders out. It is now the goblin's turn, who has gotten out of the fire. Still hesitating slightly and refusing to attack Vidar, he turns his attention toward Thran. Taking a step forward so he does not step in the fire again. He...
Oh, wait. Did he notice me? I thought I still had stealth.
Oh, did you still have stealth? I thought you did something. Oh no,
No,
you
she
had...
still
That's
has
my
stealth.
fault. I forgot your roll was lower. I thought you went already. He looks at Sin. Lifting up his short bow. He rolls
I
a
look at him
16.
and was like, I was about to say, I would look at him and was like, are you sure you want to do that, buddy?
Are you sure about
Or
that?
well, not his short bow, his dagger, but he still rolls a 16. Which
It's
then you have a 12 AC, so it hits.
Damn.
And then
Can I die?
do no.
Oh, damn.
I do 4
Okay, I
damage.
know this is gonna risk me getting out of stealth, but I did ready an action. Would I be able to like fucking what's the word? I don't fucking know the word, but like bat the arrow away?
I think you have to have the feat or the skill for that.
Oh, I do. Okay, never mind. You were never bullied.
Because I do think the monk does get an ability like that later on.
It does, right? Okay, I know in Baldur's Gate 3 it does, but I don't know about like D&D, especially with 2024 PHB rules.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either.
the dagger
'cause
goes
they keep
flying
saying-
at Sin, hitting Sin in the shoulder, the same shoulder that was hit earlier, in the
Why
goblin
is it always-
ambush,
Fucking spot. This is my good arm.
and it deals 4 damage to Sin. The goblin, getting a little bit of confidence back, smiles, as it is now Thran's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna... Fine. Okay, I'm gonna do the martial arts. My usual move, the martial arts thing.
Okay.
Give my screen 1 second. It is getting she's getting tired. You can't be for fucking real, man. Hold on 1 sec. What? Okay. Sorry, my thing is like lagging. I don't really know why.
Oh, you're fine.
Why? Oh, I see. Okay, well that's too bad. Shut up. Shut up. Oh god damn it. That is I might have clicked the wrong thing because my Firefox is lagging super hard. Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh no, it's not that. It's my Firefox is
Oh.
fucking it's like lagging super hard. Why? Why is it lagging super hard right now?
Hmm.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think you would be able to roll it for
Yeah,
me
I
if
can
you want to
roll for
roll
it.
it
What
for
you want me
me
to?
because like
You want
I
the
don't know.
martial arts attack?
oh wait, did it work? Did it roll?
I don't see it. Oh, wait. You use Shocking Grasp.
Okay, yeah, that was the accidental one.
Okay. Martial arts attack, you got a 19 that does hit.
Sweet. Okay. So I'm gonna like run up the stairs and then fucking like do a sick flip and then like launch a kick into the to the please into the goblin, and so that I can push him into this. This is a fire behind him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that so I can push him into the fire
Okay. Give me a roll. A
to
damage
kick
roll.
him into the fire. Uh, can you click the damage for me because my thing is fucking up so hard.
Got a 4. Okay. So you run up, kicking the goblin with all your might, hitting him square in the chest, knocking him back into the fire. As he screams out, he takes 2 fire damage. He is dead from both the kick and attack.
All right, sick. I still have movement and my bonus action, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna fucking do a sick twist and then use my bonus unarmed strike to at least the bugbear in the neck. Could you roll those for me?
Yeah.
'Cause- well, the damage if I hit the damage does 3, but could you do the
So
fucking...
you wanted to do the bonus action unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Which you get 20, which does hit.
Oh, sick. Do I get a?
Ye-
Does it hit for a 6 then? Oh no, that's a dirty 20. Never mind.
So you get a 3. Kicking Clark, who doesn't really seem to notice too much, as his focus is still on Vidar. And with that,
Sweet.
it is now Vidar's turn.
I'm going to swing my great sword.
Okay.
That's a
That
crit.
is a natural 20. Holy fuck! Roll crit damage. Holy shit. 15. You rolled the crit damage, right?
Yeah, I hit the crit
Okay.
damage.
Go ahead and explain your critical attack on Clark.
Is this killing him?
No, not kill him.
Okay, I just had to make sure it wasn't killing. I jump up. I use his wolf's dead body to like propel myself up to like take a good slash down his body.
Okay. As you slash through his body, Clark howls out in pain, his howls echoing through the cave as he growls loudly, looking down at you. You're not food! As he now realizes that you are indeed not captive food and you are actually intruders.
How good of you to finally notice, but it's a little too late.
With that, it is now Sin's turn.
I go ahead and so with Alter Eyes, what does that do for you?
So with what were you? What are you trying to do?
There's like Altered Eyes for thaumaturgy.
Oh. I mean, it doesn't. It just changes the way your eyes look.
Oh, okay. Thought I had like some sort of spell with it too.
I think your only damaging spell is your poison spray.
Yeah. That's all I really can do, so.
Okay. Roll attack for it. 15. That That does hit. Roll damage.
I totally forgot what the damage button is.
In the chat, it's under damage. That is 8. Okay. As you shoot the poison spray at the bugbear past Fran, it lands on his face as he drops his ale and hammer and reaches up, grabbing his face, screaming in agony. As after a few minutes of his howls of pain, he falls over dead.
Cool.
And with that, Clark has been defeated.
I do just buddy.
Would you guys like to go through with the... Would you like to continue here and get the hostages, or do you want to end here and get the hostages next session? Because I know it is pretty late.
Yeah,
I can get the hostages, but it's up to y'all guys.
I mean, I'm fine either way, but it's up to you guys, because you guys are the ones that are tired.
Because I know Athura is... It is 1 in the morning for Athura, I believe.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
So we can
I'm
end
cool.
here and do the hostages next time, or do the hostages and then end. It's up to you guys.
Sorry about my dog.
Okay.
I'm cool to end here as well. Just I'm not sleepy, but it's not that the game the game is a lot of fun, but my attention span sucks.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay.
And 5 hours is a lot.
Well, if you guys would like to end here, we could do that.
Okay.
When do you guys think you all would be free again? 2 Thursdays from now? On the 23rd? Because you guys did say every other Thursday? Or 22nd, not 23rd.
For me, as long as I already know that that's gonna happen, I can make sure I have them free.
Okay.
I'll
We
be
can
free.
do any day, just as long as it's after 7.
Okay. A third, does the 22nd work for you? Or when would the next good day be for you?
Every other Thursday.
So Thursday, May 22.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. That is when we will do session 2.
7 CST.
Yeah, I was thinking doing the same start time as today.
7 CST 765. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna mark calendar.
And by the way, with Clark's defeat, you guys get a level up. So you guys get to go to
Listen,
level 2.
hey, Listen, the monk is really fun, but but the monk is so shit. Oh my god, I'm sorry. AD, I keep making characters by accident. You can delete these
Oh,
whoop runs
yeah.
or whatever the fuck these people's names are.
Yeah, I'll
But yeah,
take
the
care of
monk
it.
is fun, but these bitches are so fucking hard to be like a thing for the first bit.
Fireball.
Fucking.
So,
Oh, are we? I think our character sheets are in EX mode, not milestone mode.
that's fine. You guys can just, whenever you have time, level up in D&D Beyond, and I'll move everything over.
I mean, there is a level
Or if you
up
want to do it
button.
here too, you can do that as well.
Is there a level up? Oh, I'm just stupid. Wait, setting
There's a
a
level up
custom
button.
class
I don't know what
is
it
not
does.
supported. What? Mine says something dumb. It says setting a custom class or species is not yet supported by the builder. Remove the custom data to level.
It's because when I was trying to set you up as a wood half elf, that's not
Mhm.
really a thing. It wouldn't let me.
Oh, I can just delete the subspecies then.
Yeah. We could
If
take
we
that
just
off, and I could just
go
let you
it-
keep the wood elf thing. That way to make
Yeah.
it easier for you to level up.
Yeah, and then I don't. So another thing is, with I don't know if this is still a thing, but if you whatever source books, as long as I don't know if Roll20 of the DM automatically content sharing, but I know that if there is a content sharing option, whatever source books you have, we have access to, and like you can click and drag the certain like things. Like for example, if I wanted to have, I could go to the book, like you know how there's chat,
Yeah.
a pacing thing, the book, and then the multiple books. If you click that, you can actually like click in the stuff so that you don't have to do
Yeah.
it too. Just for everybody else.
I don't know if there's content sharing on Roll20. I don't currently have anything on Roll20, but I can get stuff. But I can look into that over the next 2 weeks. So if you guys can either level up now, or you can take your time and look over the level ups, and as long as it's done by the 22nd when we have session 2, it's
Yes.
perfectly fine.
Okey-dokey.
But with that, let's see into session 1. You guys have defeated Clark the Bugbear,
Yay!
and you have made it through.
I think level
Yeah.
2 for the monk is a boring level up. Yeah, it is. Oh well. Oh, never mind. That's sick. Sorry.
But thank you all for joining me for this first session and for this campaign. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope I didn't mess up too bad. Hope it was fine.
You
You
did
did
not mess
not.
up
You did
at all.
amazing.
You're good. You did really, really good. Like actually.
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, I can wait till we're off stream. I just have like a.
Yeah, just give me a second to look for someone to raid, and I'll be over.
I'm just gonna go ahead and dip out. I'm super tired. I get to
Okay.
sleep in though an extra hour, so yay! Before I have to go into work,
Yay.
so I'm gonna take advantage of that hour.
Thank you for
Alright,
joining,
You guys have a
Sin.
good
Night,
one.
everybody.
Yeah, it was
Good
a lot of
night.
fun. Bye, T. We gotta plan something soon. After YouTube. Bye, everybody.
If I can search, there we go. D&D. Nope, not D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. Whoops. There we go. Who's streaming? Hmm. Let's
I think I did it.
go. You level up?
I think I did it right.
Okay. Like I said, you guys can just level
Why
up
the
in your
healer's kit now?
role, D&D Beyond, and then I can go over everything later as well.
Yeah.
How about you raid?
What the fuck? Yeah, cause I don't. What the hell? Yeah, it just gave me a bunch of shit that.
Okay. I know who to raid. So I'm going to mute and say goodbye to everyone real quick. So,
Yeah.
Sin, did Sin raid me? What's going on?
No, she hasn't rated it.
Oh yeah, I forgot we still have the shared chat. Well then, okay. Well that's been the first session, everyone. I hope I did okay. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed myself. There was a lot of stuff that I messed up with. Real quick, Spartan, thank you again for the resub. Thank you for the 300 bits. I really, really appreciate it. Pretzel, thank you for the follow. Sorry I didn't really address this stuff much during the stream. Nailed it. They'll never know. Thanks for D&D AD. You did good. Thank you. Pirate Raid. We're going to be raiding out someone else doing D&D as well. If you guys like to stay for the raid, I'd really, really appreciate it. If not, it's perfectly understandable as well. Also, the entire first stream, the beginning's a little fucked up because I accidentally didn't unmute, but it's still fine for the most part. The entire campaign will be available on Twitch for you guys to watch back if you would like, or if you would like to wait a few days, I will be posting this to my YouTube. So, okay. Yeah. Thank you again for all stopping by. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Grubble. Thank you, Pecunia. Athura, Sen, T, everyone who was in my chat. Everyone who streamed with me. I really appreciate you all. And yeah. I am still extremely nervous even though the session is over. So I have to go prepare for session 2 right away after I eat. Bye guys.